Okay, hello ABM. So we will be discussing today the direct method. So we already discussed about the definition, the structure of the cash flow statement. So what are those activities? So we have three classifications of activity. So we have operating, investing, and financing. So I have here an example of a cash flow using the direct method for the operating activities. Let's have the illustration. Number one, MBC's company's cash balance on January 1, 2020 was 20,000. The following were the transactions that affected cash during the period. Letter A, collections from customers for the sale of goods. So, for 580,000. So, let's identify, by the way, all of this. Identify muna natin kung ano-anong mga activities yan. So, I have here on the side, I have answers already. But before that class, let's recall first what are the transactions to be included in operating, investing, and financing. So, pag sa operating kasi class, kapag direct method or kapag may mga transactions tayo o problem. So, usually yan ang ating cash flow statement, yan yung nagge-generate ng income and expenses. So, pag may nakita kayong income and expenses na, more on the operations of the business. And when it comes to indirect, okay, so included changes in current assets and current liability. And then, we have the investing. So, pag investing naman, non-current assets ang kasama dyan. And then, we have here the capital, the financing. So, we have the capital and the long-term liability or the non-current liability. So, I have here an example. So, let's identify. So, the first transaction, that is operating, kasi meron tayong sale of goods. Letter B, cash receipts from loan obtained from a bank. So, that is nag-loan, that is financing. Cash receipt from additional investment by the owner. So, that is financing kasi investment. And then, we have letter D, payments to suppliers. So, expenses yan or operation ng business yan. So, operating activities. Payment of the salary. So, that is expense, operating. Payment for the rent expense. Again, that is expense, operating. And then, payments for utilities expense is, again, operating. And payment for the acquisition. So, acquisition of the equipment. Equipment is part of the NCA. So, that is non-current asset. So, that is investing. And last, cash disbursements for drawings by the owner. So, that is financing. So, as you can see here, we have already the clue. So, let us now prepare the statement of cash flows using the direct method. So, how do we present first using the direct method on presenting the cash flows from operating? So, of course, you have here the statement, the heading, name the company, name of the financial statement you are preparing, and period covered. Okay. So these are. So we list down first the operating activities, and we will list all the operating activities individually. So galing itong mga to class dito sa ginawa natin. So we have, as you can see here, so we have operating of 580,000. So that is increased kasi naka-receive ka ng cash, while these 4 are a deduction to your cash kasi naglabas ka ng cash. Okay, so that is an outflow. So, ang gagawin lang natin, we'll just add, okay, all of this. So, I already, as you can see here, I have an answer, auto sum, kasi I created, what's this? A formula. So, for the purpose of presenting class, we will have the open and close parentheses. So, I'll just, I did it, just, we have the apostrophe and then open parentheses, and then we will type the amount and then close parentheses and then enter. That's it. So, dito naman, naggawa lang ako ng formula kasi minus ko lang siya para pag dito sa baba, immediately, I can copy the answer to at least 230,000. And then, let's proceed with the investing activity. So, we only have one investing activity, which is letter H, payment for the acquisition of equipment. So, when you pay, of course, there is an outflow of cash. So, kaya kabawasan to class. So, since yan lang, so ang total ng cash, net cash from investing natin is, or ni ABC company is 200,000. That is negative. And then, let's proceed with the financing. Tapos na tayo sa investing. So, we have the financing of 180,000, 20,000, and 60,000. Okay, these two class are inflows. Okay, 180 and 20,000. Since that is proceeds from nag-loan borrowed si ABC, and then cash proceeds naman na investment. So, we'll just add this 2 and deduct 60,000, which is the drawing. So, that is net cash from investing activities is 140,000. We will just add these three class, 140, 200,000, and 230,000. So, we will just add these three. Okay, I have a formula here, as you can see, 140, 200, and 230. So that is 170. And take note, there was a beginning in cash, which is 20,000. So we will add the 20,000 here after the net cash increase. So the total is 190,000. So, itong 190,000 na to class, dapat itong cash mo dapat itong 190,000 ni ABC Company, yan din yung magiging cash niya sa SFP or Statement of Financial Position. Okay? Dapat same sila. Dito class, pinakita ko lang kasi yung formula para mas madali, para makita nyo. Kasi, pag dito, ang hirap you cannot compute this one. Magiging invalid yung ating formula dyan. Okay? So, that ends our discussion for direct method. Take note, class. Pag direct method, class, more on gross cash receipts. Tingnan nyo, puro lang cash collections, cash receipt, and then gross cash payments. Puro payments na dito. Wala kayong makikita. Pag ganyan, napakadali lang. I-identify mo lang yan kung inflows yan or outflows. Siyempre, pag outflows class, yan yung payments o disbursing or disbursement. While collection, that is inflows. Tapos, next, you have to identify class is, let's identify kung saan siya kabilang na activities, whether operating, investing, and financing activities. So, that's it. After you identified, you proceed with the preparing of cash flow statements. So, napakadali lang. Okay? Next, we will be discussing, after this one, we will be discussing indirect method. Okay?